All right, boys. Big day today. We're going to Duffy's 5 o'clock happy hour, Lincoln Park. We're drafting fantasy football. We're drinking Miller Lights. It's going to be good. We're going to chop it up.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Chop it up. I think some guys are going to come by. I think Tate's coming.
Nice.
I think Spider. I know they're in the league, so it'll be good.
Yep.
It'll be fun. Have some little banter going back and forth about fantasy. I did a draft on Friday.
So you got your big board all set.
Yeah, I got my big board set, and I had my Millers going there too.
Nice.
So it was nice. This will be my that was my trial run for the big one today at Duffy. So come out if you're listening to this and you just got off work. You want to come by for a happy hour, a couple beers, a couple Millers. Come by. Miller Lite, the official beer of the Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. One more time, that's Duffy's, Lincoln Park. It is at 420 West Diversity. Come by, drink some Miller Lite with us today. And tell us our fantasy teams stink or they're good, or help us with our draft.
I'd like some help with the draft.
I need some help too.
All right, that's talking Miller. Let's get into the episode. All right, everybody, welcome to the stretch. The preseason is over. The Cubs are, can we say the Cubs are back?
You guys are such losers.
I think we can say the Cubs are back.
Brewers are on choke watch.
The next 2 weeks look a little meaty. Looks a little good.
It's good to get a sweep.
It is. It's very good to get a sweep.
Even if it
Kyle Tucker is fucking awesome again.
No. You don't get to do that.
I'll do that.
No,
all fucking day. You guys
gotta
are crying your eyes out over the last
No,
month.
we weren't crying our eyes out. We were saying what
I
was
was
the
crying
truth.
a little bit.
I didn't cry.
You also did have a bad Kyle Tucker team.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I can explain that.
Yeah, the Cubs. Look, I'm not gonna go high low. I think they're a good team. I think this was a good week. I still don't think they're a World Series team, but it's nice to see them fucking put together a solid week of baseball when they hadn't for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Right. They're not just laying over.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, which is nice.
Like 6-2 week.
Yeah, I mean, they
Sweet.
beat the Brewers. They beat the Brewers 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Doubleheader.
Mm-hmm.
Cade Horton is awesome, and him not having a blister was like his blister being okay was huge.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker back.
Mm-hmm.
PCA looking better too.
Yeah.
Saya, time for you to take the Kyle Tucker rest.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. He needs
Like that's let's just get it going. Let's just let guys take like 3-4 days. I don't know what you need to do, but like obviously what they did with Kyle Tucker worked. He hadn't hit a home run in 6 weeks. He had 3 this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Matt
So, yeah.
Shaw still the man.
Not Shaw, the man.
Yes.
Man.
Go get into your Tucker take.
My Tucker take was if you're not going to try to win with him and you're not re-signing him, why trade for him at all? You could make an argument that this team would probably be kicking around that last wild card spot without him, and then you have Cam Smith for 5 years of control, or whatever. And then so like your big picture, if you're doing a rebuild because you're not going for it this year, then you have Cam Smith, Casey, Shaw, all the like the next young core.
And you could have signed Tucker anyway.
I do think they're going to try to sign him. I think they're going to try to re-sign him. I just don't know if they'll be.
See, I am pretty convinced that they're not.
See, if you offer him just to make it a round number, 10 for 350 or 400.
That's what Jesse Rogers said, that they're going to be in the 350 ball.
Okay. Now, if that's the actual offer and he signs for 500, did you actually try? I think no.
But also, 500 is a lot. That's a lot.
I think he's played himself back into the Cubs price range this summer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought that it was very funny to me that Kyle Tucker having a month of bad baseball now all of a sudden was going to get $200 million less.
Yeah.
It's like that's not how it works. They look at the trajectory of the player, his career numbers, like.
And it's not complete apples to apples, but
I did think there was an opportunity where he would have took a shorter contract with an opt-out.
Right, that's what I was. I think I said that on last week's show. Like
Yeah.
he should have used this time where he was slumping to be like, "Hey, stop thinking about this." Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just happy he's playing baseball well again.
Yeah.
He is the difference maker in the lineup. He is the reason why the other guys have had great years. Obviously we've been a little slow on PCA's been a little slow in the second half, same with Saya, but like Kyle Tucker is the engine that makes it all go.
I think we're going to be proven, though, too, it was a Ricketts mousetrap. That's why Jed did the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it under the guise of, hey, if you're not going to get an unrestricted free agent, let's see you sign one of our own guys.
Yeah.
Let's bring someone back. So who knows if it's going to work? You're very convinced, I guess.
Well, yeah, we're in the same. We've had this conversation that it's just it all just depends on what this offseason looks like.
Correct.
I mean, it depends on what this season ends up looking like, because if they somehow win a World Series, then the Kyle Tucker signing you do a million times out of a million.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they can find a way to re-sign him, then obviously it all makes sense. It's just it's kind of like I'm not going to make a final judgment until we get to those two conclusions.
Yeah. So I don't think he's back, but I love Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
I want Kyle Tucker to re-sign. I want him here. I was thrilled when they made the move, but I thought that was a signal that they're like, hey, like we're stepping it up. We haven't really spent the last, since they blew up the World Series team. The rebuild is ready. We add Kyle Tucker. We'll add at the deadline. We're going to go for, and try to win the World Series. That's what I thought when they made that move in the winter. I'm like, all right, like we're in a new era. We're back to where the Ricketts will be aggressive. Maybe it didn't make sense to be aggressive the last 2-3 years. Now it does. Now we're a big team again. And when we're not like, when there's no contract negotiations of any consequence and it feels more and more like he's not re-signing, then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But he is awesome. Like I would love to have him on.
What was the bad take you were saying?
I said that why trade for him at all?
And I've kicked around that take too. Yeah. It depends on but I'm not going to make it all the way until we find out how the season ends.
And that tweet had nothing to do with the slump. Like the slump, I kind of chalked that up to like his hand. Like he hadn't been the same since he got hit on the hand.
All right, so that's what we really got to talk about.
Yeah.
I actually am pissed. Like why did the Cubs handle this the way they handled it? I was at the game he got hurt. When he had a weird slide. He stayed in the game, then he got pulled around the 5th inning. I remember I was with our mutual friend Dave this weekend at Saratoga, and he and I co-own Cubs season tickets, and he said to me, he's like, you said we were at a game 2 weeks after, and I was like, I think Kyle Tucker's hand's hurt. I think that's why he's lost the pop. I'm not an expert, and I was thinking that 2 weeks after the slide. Mm-hmm. Everyone in town knew that something was up with him. Why the fuck did the Cubs not say something? They just let this guy
flounder
and have people be like, oh, he sucks now. Like, I don't understand why. Just say he's hurt.
I read that he hit it from the Cubs. I shouldn't say that he did. I read that there's rumors that he hit it from the Cubs.
Well, then that would make sense.
He wanted to play.
But I just thought to me it was so weird because we all kind of knew. I think even Boog said it on a broadcast like a month ago, being like, his finger's fucked up.
Yeah.
So it was such an open secret that the Cubs just didn't say anything until Wednesday of last week. So maybe he did hide it. Yeah. But I always chalked up this slump to like something is up with his hand because you could see that like he just didn't have pop. He became Jason Hayward.
I was telling him on the way home from Camp Barstool, I knew something was wrong when he pimped that home run like probably about 10 days ago now, and it was just he pieced the ball, but it was just a line out to the track, and he kind of threw his bat down like, finally, motherfucker, I finally hit one out.
Right. Like
a weight off my shoulders, and a hitter like him doesn't. He knows when he hits one out.
Right.
Know?
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, this guy actually might have something wrong with him.
Yeah, you could just see, it just zapped his power. Yeah. Everything was just a ground ball to the right side.
He looked feeble with that hand.
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't look like it himself.
So if he hit it, then that's his prerogative. He probably, has the pressure of the contract year.
Totally.
If the Cubs knew and they didn't say something to take a little pressure off the guy, that's crazy.
Which is odd because there are people that could have filled that spot. Like the Cubs are not screwed if he takes some time off.
Yeah, Owen Casey should have been playing.
Yeah. I don't know.
A lot of Seiya could have been,
for sure.
Like they have a lot of options.
I mean, they should have. This is my issue with Craig Counsell. Some of the lineups don't make sense. I mean, that you had Matt Shaw be an absolute stud on Wednesday night against the Brewers, where he hits a home run late, and then the real thing, like the home run, obviously everyone will see. But if you were watching the game, his at bat, and I think it was the 3rd inning where he worked Mizorowski. I think it was 11 pitches. It was like 8 straight fouls. Worked a walk to get the bases loaded. Then Michael Busch gets a 3-run double. Mm-hmm. Like that was a professional at bat. Mm-hmm. So the guy is the spark plug in the lineup, and then you sit him the next day. I know guys need days off, but that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Didn't Counsell have a quote on that?
Take him off.
Yeah.
Have a day off against the Angels.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just like like he was. It was very clear that Matt Shaw was the spark in this lineup, and he's still batting ninth. And so, yeah, that kind of stuff. And like, just Kyle Tucker should have probably had a few days off a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he might have hit it. Seiya should get some days off. PCA should have had some days off. Like, you have this is why you traded for Willie Castro.
Yep.
You have Owen Casey. Like, this is you need to get these guys ready to go for the stretch run, because the offense didn't look like the offense we saw in the first half for a month straight. They finally look like it this weekend.
Yeah.
And that was also getting away from Wrigley, because I do think that the story of this season that like no one's really talking about is I don't remember a season where the wind has been blowing in as much.
It's
in
crazy.
August.
Yeah.
In July and August. It's the last time the wind was blowing out was the Mariners series before the All-Star break.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys are more morning birds than I am, but today was the first real day there was a real chill in the
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I know you felt
I
it.
loved
for
it.
sure. Yeah.
I loved
yeah.
it.
It was
yeah.
there, so I don't know. We'll see how
I went
the
inside and
weather
put a
comes
hoodie
into
on
play.
this morning.
Yeah. Now, we said last week we would know after this week. We are now 5 games out.
Yeah, we're kind of back in purgatory.
But I think we're kind of back in the division race. I really do.
Yeah, 1,000% are. The Brew. All right, so both teams have 31 games left. The Cubs have 3 games against teams over 500
Yeah.
in the last month, and the Brewers have 15.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said last week.
Yep.
The Cubs had like the 29th hardest schedule the rest of the way, and the Brewers had like the 8th.
But even these next 2 weeks.
This week is going to be huge,
Huge.
because this week you're playing the Giants and the Rockies.
Yep.
Do we have
You gotta
7
beat up.
games?
Yeah.
6.
6.
3 and
so you
3.
have you got to go 4-2, 5-1.
Yeah.
You got to go 5-1.
You do. You got to go 5-1, and then we come back. We play the Braves and the Nationals.
Yep.
2 more soft teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the meantime, the Brewers are playing the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays, the Phillies, and the Pirates. So definitely,
Blue Jays.
definitely
Awesome.
a harder
Blue
run.
Jays are really good.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
The Blue Jays and the Phillies.
Phillies,
So,
obviously. Yeah.
They got 2
Blue
tough
Jays
series.
are what? Best record in the American
Yeah,
League still. So
Yeah, I
So-
think this week with them playing the Diamondbacks and the Blue Jays, you got to make up like a game or 2 this week.
yeah.
Yeah. But I was saying, for a team that a couple weeks ago people were saying looked like a dead dog, last week was monstrous.
Yes.
Everyone has to be back in to an extent.
And I'm
beat up
not
4 games, right?
I'm not going to apologize for saying they look like a dead dog, because
They did.
That Blue Jays series was so demoralizing. The body language on the team was just broken.
Yeah.
So it's not like we were overreacting. We were reacting to what we were seeing on the screen, and it was a team that looked like they just hated playing baseball.
Looking like a dead dog and being a dead dog are 2 different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And they looked feeble.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
I mean the Blue Jays series when they had 2nd and 3rd, nobody out in the heart of the lineup. Kyle Tucker was demonstrative in his frustration. So was PCA. Like it was bad.
but it's
PCA
good.
won a home run on Friday night too.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah. No, it's good to feel the momentum, maybe like getting back on the tires.
Yep.
We're going the right direction, and honestly, like momentum is fucking everything in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
totally.
So if we
Yeah,
hit our
hot.
spurt in July,
Yeah.
or in August, like that.
Do you guys remember a few weeks back when I read you guys? I think I showed you actually just the game log from the 2016 Cubs, what they looked like. I think it was like
They had a stretch.
midway through July into midway through August of that season. It was like a 12-20 stretch.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I think the reason why this stretch felt a little different is like you don't have a John Lester and Jake Arrieta.
Correct.
For sure.
But Cade Horton, like I said, has been awesome.
Yeah.
And Shota has been, I know he lost to the Brewers on Thursday, but yeah, I mean the rotation now with Tyone and Assad back feels a little bit more sturdy. You got guys slotting in. We don't have to watch Ben Brown start anymore.
Drew Pomeranz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any steam that you think Cade Horton could get the ball game too?
Yeah, I
Dude, if
think
he keeps
so.
pitching
Yeah.
like this,
What's
it'd be
Jim
Shota than
Leland's
him, right?
quote, Ed?
So I mean, what would it be between him and Boyd?
Boyd, yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it was everyone's foregone conclusion you're going to go Shota Boyd.
Yeah.
But now he's been
Probably
so
still
good.
do.
Give me talent over experience. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
So you would go.
I would go.
Horton
Yeah,
for sure.
totally.
Yeah.
And like lefty, righty,
Dude,
lefty.
that's my whole thing about like as good as Boyd has been this year. He and I know his strikeout numbers are like what a strikeout per inning, but like in the long run, I don't see him missing bats against a good team.
Mm-hmm. And are you in, like as like a baseball guy, like the lefty, righty, lefty thing versus throwing consecutive arms at the same time? Like, what are you?
I think it's overrated. If
You
you're a
do.
good pitcher, you're a good pitcher, but at the same time, like numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Lefties they're uncomfortable against. Like, I don't understand this. When I was playing baseball, and I would think most right-handed hitters will agree with you, they would rather see a breaking pitch breaking away from you instead of into you onto your fists. And that's why I don't get why lefties really hate. Well, I do, because of fastballs riding into your fist, but like a breaking pitch is breaking away from you. So I would prefer that as a hitter, but I don't know. I mean, to each their own, I guess. But I would go with Horton over. I would want the guy that can just get amped up and adrenaline dump for 6-7 innings and
over
miss
the
it.
experience. And
That's how I prefer.
I mean, game 2 and game 3 both mean a lot.
Yeah, the difference, I think you would have to be. I think Cade Horton, obviously the upside is obviously higher, but he's not like an 8-inning guy.
No, I know.
No.
So
But nobody is in the playoffs anymore.
yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
Get through 5-6 of your like absolute best base.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be like a 6-7 inning guy, because sometimes he's a 5-inning guy.
Right.
Yeah. Palencia in the bullpen's been great over the weekend too.
A little hairy on that
Yes.
Brewers game on Wednesday night.
Yes, that was scary.
Yeah.
But got it done. Hey guys, let's take a break from this stretch because I want to talk about our friends at Mountain Dew. Dave, we are near the end, and it's time to leave. It's time to leave
sad.
camp. Yes,
It's sad. Nothing says summer like camping, the wilderness. We went stargazing last night, and of course, we were accompanied by Mountain Dew throughout the entirety of it.
exactly. Nothing sounds like summertime than camp and Mountain Dew, and hanging with your friends. The refreshing, citrusy kick of Mountain Dew. Love the graphics on this.
The packaging is outstanding.
It really is.
pops off the screen, pops off into your eyeballs when you look at it.
that.
I would have never guessed this was zero sugar either.
Yeah,
So
I love the different colors too. They got the light green, they got the dark green. Mountain Dew really has it all, Dave.
they really do, Ed. Man, that's refreshing.
Very refreshing. You're about to run the final relay, and you're going to be good to go. You're going to have one before. You're going to have a Mountain Dew after. And listen, the mountain is calling. Experience the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Go grab one today. Should we reverse back to what we talked about before the show, where Dave was a horse betting?
Yeah, I was in Saratoga on Saturday. Got absolutely cleaned out.
And I
said,
And Dave's like, "Why'd you do that?"
I didn't. That's not. You said it's the hardest sport to handicap.
Eddie did.
I said I always walk into a track thinking if I win, like it would be a bonus. Like I never go in thinking like this is it. Like I know
You're there to watch the races if you win.
Yes.
No, that's fair. I think that any novice,
Like every
racing,
dollar I give the teller, I do not expect it back.
no.
Here's my problem. On Saturday at Travers, it was just so much chalk, and I know that like it's stupid because you should just be betting the horse that's gonna win, and like Bookham Dano, who raced I think the 2 races before the Travers, who's an unbelievable horse, was 4-5. In sports betting, you would if you're like, oh, this team's gonna win, okay, that's fine. But it's just so hard to bet the chalk in horse racing. And like if you look at it, if I had just gone chalk the last 5 races, I would have had a great day. But it's just so you trick
like,
yourself.
That's
I
not
gotta
enough
try
of a
to
return.
I gotta beat
Right,
beat
the odds.
I think
favorite.
30 to 1 here. Yeah.
It's not fun to bet chalk.
No,
It's not.
It doesn't mean you don't
it's
make
not.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
also, I was one head bob away from having a huge day. That's just how horse racing goes.
Yeah.
yes, and then your response was that no, it's not. It's not.
I've
that
been
way.
around horse racing my whole life. That is not to say that I am an expert or adept in horse racing at all, but just being around it, I have seen, like my dad calls it day trading. He goes to the Foundry in Aurora every day after work, and he picks up the program, and that's all he does for the next 3, 4, 5 hours. And typically he'll make money off of it. I would say it's not sizable, but like he makes money off of it.
Yes, but like we just said, you're mostly betting favorites.
That I don't know that he is though.
Okay.
Like I don't know that he is. I don't think he is. He's I don't know. I don't think he is.
Well, I don't know the system.
But I think it's like if you're good at handicapping a sport, you're good at handicapping it, you know. I would think if you're good at it, it's easier to be good at horse racing than it is to be good at like football or basketball. Or I could be wrong there, but that'd be.
Do you agree with that?
Take.
Say it again.
I'm not good at betting anything.
Is it easier to be a good horse guy than it is to be a good sports handicapper?
I don't know. I mean, there are certain guys. You're right. Like there are certain guys who are just horse guys, and they just no. But it is. I mean, it's impossible. And they also changed the way the odds work with these computers. They the exacta prices are all fucked up. It's hard to make money. It's hard. It's fun. Yeah. I like having. It's fun. It's just hard to make money.
I wish it were bigger than it used to be. Like I wish the Maywoods of the world were still around and not dying off.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Arlington is tragic.
Yeah.
One of the absolute best courses in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Should be there still.
Colson Montgomery's hitting the shit out of the ball.
He is hitting the shit out of the ball. I really enjoy watching him play. It is crazy considering what he was doing in AAA, how they had to say, hey, we're just going to send you to Arizona for a week and hope for the best, then return. And he's pissing on the ball. The Corey Seager comps look fair at this point. I'll call it fair. And the White Sox now need to go 16-16 to avoid 100 losses this year. And if they could swing that, that would be like a monumental. I don't want to obviously be a monumental improvement, but it would be just a huge deal heading into the offseason, I think. Not to say
it'd be a shocker.
Shocker is probably the better way to
shocker
put it. That would mean they improved by 22 games.
What was their over-under before the season? Do you remember?
Like 105 maybe? It was 59 wins, I want to say, because I don't think I've ever seen a team with sub 50 or sub 60 on the preseason win total.
Yeah.
Well, they're the worst team ever, and then they didn't get better on paper.
Right.
So that's why everyone's like, there's no reason to believe that there will be that much of an improvement. But there has been. Credit to the Sox for making the right move with Montgomery, too.
How many did they lose last year again?
121. So 41 and 121.
So the Rockies are going to beat that.
Yes. Which it looked like.
Yeah, it looked bad for one.
Wait, beat that as in they're going to be worse
get more
than
than 41
wins. Yes. They never had that extended losing streak.
Yeah.
Like the White Sox had, what was it, 22? 21 last year?
They had a couple.
Yeah, they had a few, like a 14-game to throw in there.
That were super deep.
A bunch of 8 wins.
White Sox over-under was 52.5.
50.
Okay.
That's insane. That's insane. And
cash it.
They need 5 wins that are next 32. So, yeah.
They're going to cash it. Do you believe they'll go 16-16?
No. They've played 500 ball for a month stretch at one point this year, I want to say. But it's weird because obviously they've lost a shit ton this year and they're going to lose 100 games again, but like they have players that are clearly very good. Kyle Teal, like he has like 3 hits a game. And if you guys, I know you guys aren't watching him, but what about Mincy?
Isn't that his good?
No, Elko.
Oh, Elko.
Elko has
different 4-letter name.
Made it back. Teal, like if you guys watch him play, you guys would be like, yeah, that guy's my kind of guy. He's a baseball rat, just constantly taking extra bases and getting dirty. He's fun to watch, but you just got to wait until Jerry Reinsdorf no longer owns the team, which could be 5 to 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but good move by Getz or whoever the fuck pulled the strings on that because Montgomery's been awesome.
He has been. He looks like he could be a legit stud. Now, I say that his on base is under 300 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not great.
Bears wise, we will be doing the official Big Cat season prediction the Monday of game day. So
excited.
Yes, the schedule's so weird now with how everything goes.
Yeah.
Like now you got this mini bye week, so it will not be today. But all right, Ben Johnson is still without a loss. His
Bears, what a drive!
Yeah.
Got our insurance policy.
Yep.
We re-signed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very happy for him.
Very happy.
Great press conference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very emotional, and just honestly, we get a lot of people who walk through here. He was one of the most just down-to-earth regular dudes you could ever meet.
I saw him playing he was playing catch with someone in Sox Park parking lot this weekend.
Was he?
Yeah, he threw out the first pitch on Friday, I want to say.
At what point is it's going to happen? There's definitely a piece of the fan base that's going to be Tyson Bagent.
Oh, I saw a Reddit post
Williams.
this morning on it. It's
Yeah.
like, when is Bagent going to be? I don't know if it was a troll or not.
There's a TikTok guy who's like doing deep film breakdowns, like side by side of Bagent running the offense versus Caleb, and it's like,
it's going to happen.
So,
well, I will say this. I do think that indictment's obviously not the right word, but this obviously had to be signed off with Ben Johnson. So that is an indictment in a good way on what the organization thinks of Tyson Bagent long term.
Well, no, I think they did it because they just
contract.
knew that he would be a starter. Like someone would take a shot at him as a starter after this year, so they're like, we need the insurance policy.
Yeah.
And he's and credit to Tyson Bagent for seeing the big picture of like, hey, I want to be a starter, but working under Ben Johnson and having the
Now he's got-
contract that pays me money I never thought I'd expect to be paid in the NFL is pretty good feeling.
Undrafted.
Playing the long game.
So let's just do this exercise then, just because preseason radio is preseason radio, kind of like the DJ Moore point I brought up last week. If Ben did go that route, how would you feel about it?
Well, I mean, we'd have to see what was happening. It would be crazy if it happened this year.
Yeah.
But this contract obviously means it could happen, year 3 of
Not
Caleb.
impossible, yeah.
Because I had that thought, and listen,
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's not. I'm not saying that Tyson Bagent is going to somehow become the starter over Caleb. I'm saying it's going to happen that part of the. I mean, the fan base had a civil war over Justin Fields.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, so it's going to happen in terms of there's going to be a vocal minority of people being like, we need Tyson Bagent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But I'm just thinking the thought of it. What if Johnson was like, yeah, I think this is the best chance to win?
Right here, right now.
Yeah.
You
week
have to
one.
trust him.
But does he
Because I thought, and like I said, preseason radio, we're just fucking talking things out. There's 2 guys with 2 shovels going through 2 caves, and one is Caleb Williams, one is Ben Johnson. Who you following?
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but I mean, Caleb, it's not gonna happen this year. Caleb his ceiling is so much higher, and that's not a shot at Tyson Bagent. It's just like arm talent and just
Everything.
prospect,
Yeah.
just everything. It's not gonna happen this year, but it's gonna start. If Caleb starts slow, the murmurs are gonna happen, and that sucks for Caleb.
There was Ben Johnson was asked about a specific play where Caleb took a sack against the Chiefs, and the guy phrased a question where it's like, he had 5 seconds and then started to move, and Ben Johnson was like, yeah, I know the play you're talking about. 5 seconds is plenty of time.
Yeah,
He should have got rid of it.
Very,
Yeah, that sounds like great.
very
protection.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, ooh.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
do you view this as like I'm in the Ben Johnson era more so than anything? Like, I think I'm following Ben,
yeah.
and I love Caleb. I hope he's the guy. I think he's good, and I believe in him. But I believe in Johnson more than I believe in him.
Unilateral decision. Obviously, he's the head honcho. The buck stops with him. Probably number 1 in the organization, even before polls at this point. But that decision isn't made without the entire, at least, offensive coaching staff saying, "Yeah, I think you're right."
No, we'll find
including
out.
polls. So
I don't know. I
if-
just find
if-
it interesting
if-
because
in a hypothetical world that did happen, I'd be like, I'm sure everybody in that suite is saying, in that quarterback room is saying, yeah, we got to go with this guy.
I just find it interesting because you talk about the potential in the future of the Bears,
Yeah.
and I think we all like the trajectory they're on and where they're going. What is the catalyst for that feeling?
It's Ben.
Is it more Ben or Caleb?
It's Ben
At this
and
point,
Caleb.
it's Ben.
But you got to pick one. This is an either or. This is not a both.
It's Ben.
I agree.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
And I say Ben
And this is just
almost
for the
by
exercise.
yeah.
It is. They are.
I think Caleb's gonna be fine.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Ben Johnson and his direction
Yeah.
is what makes me feel the best about the Bears right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very curious what the offense is going to look like against Minnesota, because we heard about all the he's drinking from a fire hose stuff in the preseason.
Yes.
Will they?
He wasn't even allowed to use a wristband, from what I understand. Like a quarterback, like it was like, no, you're not allowed to figure it out with your own brain before you start using it. Think of how, and Caleb Williams is a super. We all knew this going. He's super raw. This is the first time he's ever played in an offense with any structure at all. He didn't even have a fucking cadence until this year, and this is all brand new to him. And if you we've read constantly, Ben Johnson is overloading him. Now, I'm hoping that it might take a few weeks into the regular season, but there is always going to be ups and downs. And once it finally clicks for him and they're comfortable with each other, I think it's off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we saw flashes against the Bills last week now, and a little bit against KC in their ones this week. But I think that like all this Tyson Bagent talk we're gonna look back and be like, oh, that was a stupid conversation we had.
It's an August conversation.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
it
August.
is.
No, I understand
all
that.
it
Sure,
is.
it's like it's preseason 5.
And I'm not
but-
suggesting that at all, to be clear.
Right.
I'm talking Ben and Caleb.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, Case Keenum himself said this is like Case Keenum's been on what 1,000 teams, like legit 10 teams maybe. If you said 10 teams, I wouldn't be
Sure.
surprised.
No,
Like
I don't think it's
No.
It's not that many, but your point's taken.
it's
Texans. It's the
Vikings.
Vikings, and he's
look
been
at
on a lot.
make 8 or 9 maybe. Texans twice, I think, which 2 different regimes, so you can call that 2 different ones. But my point is like he's been around the block for a long time now, and he said this is the most mentally demanding offense that he's ever been a part of.
Yeah.
So there's a lot for Caleb Williams. I'm sure it's just been a mental overload, but eventually it's just going to be like, holy shit, I get it.
Go
Yeah.
play ball.
Go play fucking ball. And I think we're going to see it pretty early on into the season.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Ben Johnson's infallible.
No,
I
no,
know
that's
a lot of
absolutely-
people
And we
are.
saw the one drive like that in the second game where it's like this looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean, where it's like, what's that playbook going to look like? And they're going to give him things now that they've been overwhelmed with the offense. So they scale it back and then to something that they can win with, that he's comfortable with, and build throughout the year. Or is it going to be what we've seen so far?
And it's another thing that I'm just so battered by. Like I know in our stretch chat, like White Boy Rick was like, this is it. Like this is better than anyone I've ever seen when it comes to Johnson. He's so direct in his press conferences. He's not talking about the whys and all that. But if anyone is going to say that they weren't completely enamored and won over by Nagy after that first year, they're lying.
Oh, no, that's true
Like,
too.
We were
Yeah.
fully
Now, I
utterly
will say,
convinced.
when he walked out to T formation shit in the second year, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I said first year, yes. That's why. Like,
Yeah.
After the first year, it was he's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do we think about the defensive line? Worried?
No. Weren't a bunch of people out?
No, I think
No, we didn't get any pressure.
yeah.
That is the one thing that I think that if you had to say like, well, there's actually a couple things. I'm a little worried about the second cornerback's position, and I'm worried about the defensive line. Like we got to get pressure. We didn't like that's a big problem.
For sure. Austin Booker's going to be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Dio didn't really impress.
and it's obviously against Mahomes.
It's against Mahomes.
But if you want to play, if you want to be where you want to be,
Yeah.
yeah.
you're gonna have to play some elite quarterbacks.
For sure. And
I also think that Dennis Allen, when they need pressure, he'll dial it up. We'll see Gordon blitzes. We'll see linebacker blitzes.
Yeah.
I think if they can't get pressure with the front four, I do think Dennis Allen is the guy to manufacture pressure.
I hope. I mean, I believe in him from a scheme capability, but I just hope.
Yeah.
I hope he's the
Those
guy.
are areas where they need more
The
talent.
Jimmys and the Joes, for sure.
Yeah.
But I do think that I mean, a couple position battles like wide receiver is going to be interesting, and stuff may come out as we speak. I don't think Tyler Scott's going to make the team.
Good. Fuck 'em. I don't care. That wide receiver room is going to be awesome, though.
Very good.
gonna
Jade
be
Walker,
awesome.
this guy who
gonna be
had
awesome.
the touchdown catch at the end, he
Yeah.
looked unbelievable.
They had a guy like that last year too.
And he does that cool celebration.
Yeah.
Dude, he looked.
I don't know how he
unbelievable.
does it.
And Bagent just looked so confident, like he was on that mark the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like no worries, like my guy's going to get it. So I don't know. That last touchdown pass I thought was really impressive.
Awesome. That whole fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. Other than that, is there anything else like cut wise you guys find interesting from a standpoint? Like,
No, I'm
think
straight
it's,
for football.
It's
yeah.
pretty straightforward
Yeah.
stuff from everything I've been reading the last few days. The
I don't know. Running back room's very interesting. Like
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if when the waiver wire's out there, some guys get cut if they pick up a DB, if they pick up a running back. But,
sure, yeah.
did you buy like just like a couple Swift shares after that hurdle?
That was sick.
Yeah.
Just like a couple.
Yeah.
No, that was-
Duh. I love a hurdle. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, I don't know.
You guys, I got a question for you guys. Do you guys stalk other team sites
No.
to get some inside scoop on what their fan base is saying? I like to do that on Reddit here and there, just checking out I've been spying on the Vikings Reddit here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What do we find?
They think J.J. McCarthy's going to be Patrick Mahomes this year, like
I mean, I
right off
can't-
the
I
rip.
can't judge.
Nah.
What have we done many times before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No.
cannot judge at all.
That's true.
Couple other preseason rankings come out. I saw one model had the Bears with 8.7 wins. I know that's an impossibility, but that would still be last place in the NFC North, which also kind of makes sense. 8-win team could be the worst.
It depends
team in
on
the
how it shakes out. 9 wins is, I mean, it's if you don't get to the playoffs and you have 9 wins, there's still things, and I'm trying to be realistic about it. Like there could be some very positive things in building this.
Yeah,
thing
totally.
back up.
Yeah.
When was the last time we went over 500? 2020.
Was that
COVID
because
year?
2020.
that was
COVID year.
a COVID year, but wasn't that the year they finished under 500 and made the playoffs?
I
Or-
think they were
I
at
think
500.
I think we
were 8-8.
Yeah, I think they were
Was that the last year of
yeah,
the 16
I
game?
think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 19?
8-8. It would be 2018. We're
Okay.
12 and
18,
4.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, 9 wins would be
Monumental.
it'd be a good step forward.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like do loser talk, but I have when people have been asking me like, what do you think? I've been saying 9. I've been saying 9 or 10.
Yeah, and that's still not exciting enough for people. But
Again, this sounds like loser talk.
Ooh.
But if the Bears have 9 wins this year, and it looks like it's going in the right direction, it will feel good.
And you plug those holes.
I know. I don't think that's loser talk.
No,
No.
but people want us to be like, oh, we're going to win 12 games. I don't think we're going to win.
Dave might say that's loser talk.
It's just weird. I hate putting a number on this season because of how the North is structured. There's not a bad team in it. So you could be a really good team, a team that you could make a run in the playoffs with nine wins this year, I think. If you come out of that division. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even see the Vikings traded Howell and signed Wentz yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Tanner McKee got hurt, and then so I think the Eagles are also like they're in a kind of a similar situation with Tyson Bagent where Tanner McKee's looked good in the preseason, so they might use him as a chip to trade him. Which that's not necessarily something the Bears would like. I could see that happening. Because you now have Tyson Bagent locked up on a cheap deal. Like if someone gets quarterback hungry and an injury happens, you can maybe get a pick. From
You got him
Tyson
for 3
Bagent.
more years? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that might be a situation Ryan Poles is thinking like, hey, we now have a chip.
Yeah, but then if we actually did get decent like next year or the year after and we had a shitty backup quarterback,
Yeah, of course. I
and
mean, you have to
something
figure it out,
happens,
but you know.
I'll be infuriated.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Like I don't know why I'm blanking now, but who came in and lost every game after Cutler got hurt against the Chargers?
Caleb Haney.
Clausen.
Yeah.
I know Haney came in versus the Packers game.
Clausen had that game where they just punted every time.
Yeah.
Clausen
literally
was the,
every
Clausen
single
was the
fucking-
game where Trestman was just like, I don't like Cutler anymore.
Yeah.
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 There is literally nothing worse than having a hopeful team and then a backup quarterback comes in and can't
Ruins it.
do anything overthrow 5 yards down the field.
Yep.
The worst. DraftKings, the rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun. College football is back. Woo! Think you know the game? Put your college football knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts. From live betting during the games to rivalry week odds boosts and so much more. DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to stay in the action from kickoff to the final whistle. Whether you're betting on your go-to team or making moves mid-game, as the momentum shifts, Saturdays are yours to own with the DraftKings Sportsbook. Here's something special for first-timers. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code STRETCHPOD. That's code STRETCHPOD for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Part of My Cheesesteak, perfect for your game day meal or late night eats. Part of My Cheesesteak offers a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, and popular desserts, all delivered right to your door. Now that football season is underway, Part of My Cheesesteak added a brand new combo on its menu, introducing the Big One, an original classic cheesesteak, your choice of our brownie bites or donut tippers and a drink, all for a discounted price. Go to partofmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off. All right, anything else Bears-wise? No, just
Ready
kind of.
for football.
I can't wait. We got college
Especially
football
with
coming up
the air
Saturday.
this morning. It's like, oh, we're here.
College football
Hunting
wise.
and football.
What do we have for that?
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's game week.
Yeah. We'll find out about Notre Dame real fast. Because if they pump Miami, that means they have a quarterback and then they have everything else. So I think they'll beat Miami. Then they got A&M, and then they got Boise State in the mix somewhere first quarter of the season too. But I think I would be surprised if Notre Dame's not in the playoff this year.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, big one. That's going to be – who does Badgers have?
Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
Love and honor. Badgers have the hardest schedule in the country.
Do they actually?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's number one. They play at Alabama. They play at Michigan. They play at Oregon. They have Ohio State at home, Illinois, Iowa.
Oh, Jesus.
It's insane, dude. Like, I think the Badgers are going to be one of those teams. Like, if you told me that they have 6 wins this season, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that.
Great. Yeah.
Because it's just, like, they could be a better team than they were last year, but not have that much better of a record.
Where are you with Fickle?
I think it's just this year is going to be very important that they have to be competitive in these games, which they were competitive in a couple games. Like, they were a drive away against Oregon. They were in the first half against Penn State. I think next year is like you got to give a guy 4 years, and next year the schedule finally gets a little bit softer because the Big Ten is just it's a luck draw.
Yeah.
Like Indiana last year had
Nobody. And you look at like Illinois looks like they're going to benefit from that this year.
Yeah. So you just kind of get a luck of the draw. Like, do you have one of those years where you have to play Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State, or do you not? So this year's going to be tough.
That's a brutal fucking schedule.
It's insane,
I'm looking at it now. That is insane.
Dude,
do they have money?
Yeah, we have some.
Yeah.
They got,
I don't have the money. People think that,
I need that business.
If I had billions, I would be giving it all to the program.
Bryce Underwood was named Michigan's starting quarterback.
Yeah, nice.
Dente.
Yeah.
Not because of Dente, but
got him in there.
Got him
No,
there.
they got like the richest guy in America.
Larry
Ellison.
Yes.
Yeah. The Oracle guy. It's a pretty good guy to have.
Yeah, huge. Can't you like find who's the Wisconsin guy?
I mean,
Well, it was really Larry Ellison's wife. Larry Ellison has nothing to do with Michigan.
Yeah. Who's Wisconsin?
I don't know who the specific guy is.
What do you want for Valentine's Day, honey? Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
Get him in here.
The guy who started Menards, maybe.
Yeah.
And there was the
Kohler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kohler's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Menards is our biggest.
Yeah.
Isn't Uline also?
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know if they donate or not, but yeah, I don't know. I like when Wisconsin's good.
Yeah, it was.
I do too. That's
Yeah.
the one other school that I've never, or like one other organization that I have zero, even tangential relationship to that I've like 1% kind of rooted for.
It does feel like I wonder if they're going to get screwed by this NIL stuff because they had an identity and a formula. We're like, we're going to have.
I think this absolutely helps them.
New Jersey running backs or Florida running backs. We're going to have just big dudes up front from
Corn-fed
Wisconsin.
well, so I think what
yeah.
they're in this
Midwest.
we'll see what happens, but I think what Wisconsin's figuring out football-wise, because I think basketball actually figured it out last year and they did it again this year, is like the new culture is not trying to get we used to have guys come in, there'd be 4-year guys, they would work their way up and they would become really, really good football players by their junior and senior year and work in the program. I think they're going to try to maybe target not the sexiest transfer portal guys, but the guys who have played football and are good character guys and who can contribute to a team that are not like, you're not going to be blown away and be like, oh shit, they got a top 10 portal commitments, but they got a bunch of really good, maybe older guys that can contribute.
Who might be a 4th round pick.
Because there is something there like that teams can kind of navigate where it's like, hey, we're not going to go try to spend $5 million on a quarterback. We're going to spend what we spend and get a quarterback that has played a little bit. Like Billy Edwards played at Maryland last year. He was a starter at Maryland. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's going to be good. Like getting a guy like that instead of getting a guy like Tyler Van Dyke, who's a little flashier, who's a little more of a brand name because he was at Miami, who didn't work out whatsoever.
Yeah. I wonder, the reason I asked about Fickle is because now that the Fitz thing is settled, and it's like, if Fitz is in the market next offseason, is he like, I feel like that would be a good fit.
My people tell me that if you took the academic restraints off of him, it'd be off to the races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good football coach.
He is.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
I think it's going to be Iowa for Fitz, which is ironic considering he's spent the last 30 years fucking hating that school's guts, but he is such a petty cocksucker that he will do anything to get back at Northwestern.
What if they just bury the hatchet? Is that out of the question?
Bring him back.
Well, that would require firing the fucking president.
Yeah.
That is still employed some way, somehow, that fired him and cost the school $100 million.
So we don't know what they settled for.
Is
it public yet?
No. I mean, he was asking for 140, I think, and it was north of 100. Did you see
You
how
think so?
badly
You
the
know that
organization-
as a fact, or you're just saying that?
I would bet money. I do not know the number, no, but I could find it out eventually, I'm sure. But I don't think I've ever seen a organization bend the knee like they did in their like admission of fault that Northwestern did. They're like, yeah, he didn't know anything. We shouldn't have fired. Like, it was everything. And Fitz is like, yep, told you. I'm so glad for him.
Maybe they bury the hatchet. That's all I'm saying.
That would be wild.
I will say this. I mean, Braun's got to win this year because,
Yeah.
I mean, Pat Ryan's not sinking $850 million into a football season to go 3-8 or 9 or whatever for the next 20 years. So, I mean, honestly, it all kind of lines up.
Fitz takes a hiatus, comes back when the stadium's ready.
Dude, I'm serious. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
And it seemed like there was a little burnout with Fitz at the end of his tenure.
Which
So-
is fair, yeah.
Maybe
Happens
these,
in college.
a couple, $100 million paycheck and a couple of off years sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais might get that.
He's
fired
not
back.
sitting on a beach though. He's fucking coaching Loyola.
Sure.
he's still in the game, and I think he's got a big chip on his shoulders. I'd say,
Yeah.
more than ever. Anything Blackhawks Bulls related?
They signed Frank Nazar.
Oh, dude, yes,
So-
big extension.
6.6 million for 7 years. So big number for a guy who's played 58 games, like less than half a season. He was great in the Worlds, I believe in him. With the cap going up, I think that could end up being like a steal of a contract. But it is like, that's a big number to put on a kid who's not really done much. He had one great month at the end, and then the World Championships, he was the best player. But it is stunning.
It's the highest contract given to someone who's played that little.
Correct.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a big
Wow.
number. It's a big number. So he better pan out because that's like those bad middle contracts are the ones that kind of sink your. Like you think about the last time where it was like Bickle was making 4, and
Dave, you know anything about bad middle contracts?
In the NHL, no.
No, baseball, but
yeah. So
Well, I mean, that's relative.
I could see like a scenario where he ends up being the captain too. Like I think Nazar is like the right personality, speed. Like he's got everything. It's just like can he? And he was the best player on the team the last 6 weeks of the year.
are people from a national perspective freaking out about it?
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
It's like the comment that Emily made, the biggest contract ever to a guy that's played that number. If it was 3 years ago, he'd probably get $4 million and no one would say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like, let's get you signed up. The cap's going up. It's going to feel like a $4 million contract in a couple of years. And then if he's getting you 80 points a year.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was
Pretty
a
good.
thing where it's like, what the fuck are the Hawks doing, giving this kid that? Like, he's just fucking up the market, like that. Whole,
No, I don't think anyone really understands the market right now.
Yeah.
That's, because the cap's going up. This is the first time the cap's really gone up in a while. So it had a bump this year, and then the next 2 years they've already said what it's going to be. It's going to go up another, I think, 12 million total. So it changes the landscape, and definitely changes it for RFAs because, and I could see the Hawks being like, we really believe in this guy. If we wait 6 months, he's going to be getting 9-10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, just get it over the line now. He gets the guaranteed money. They did a similar thing with Vlasic at a much lower number after his first full good year. So they're and they have a gazillion dollars. Like they have no cap issues whatsoever. So they're going to be fine. But he needs to be like an all-star. And I honestly, I'm more optimistic about him than anyone else on the team.
Even
That was a good
Bedard.
contract.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
That's saying
No, I think Bedard's going to be really quite good, but like Nazar, he's got all the minerals. Like he's the real deal.
I also think for the people that are like worried about the Bedard contract, which I don't think is anyone in this room, but there are people that are worried about it. This is a really good sign that they're like pouring money into the core. And if Nazar's contract is this big, then how big is Bedard's going to be?
That's the thing, because if it almost complicates the Bedard thing because he's got all like the cachet, the number 1 pick, all this stuff. And if next year Nazar puts up similar or more points, how can you justify going to Bedard and being like, yeah, you're a $12 million player? Like, you're not. Like, we just gave Frank 7. He was an RFA. You're an RFA. We'll give you 8.5.
Yeah.
We're not giving you $12 million. So it'll be interesting. This is a huge, huge year for Bedard.
Can you see that happening?
What?
Nazar
Putting up more points?
Yeah.
I mean, he did the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and they're not really going to play together. So, because they were going to try them both at center. And I have been told that they're gonna have Bedard at center the whole year. They're just gonna like we don't know if he's a wing or a center long term, but we don't really have any centers, so we're gonna give it our best shot. And
You say he's a wing, correct?
I think he's better suited to be a wing.
Okay.
But they're gonna try. He's gonna play the vast majority of the year at center.
All right, we'll see. Dave, do you want to congratulate Chief on the good play he made in the softball game at Camp Barstool?
I did. I said that was an awesome play.
Oh,
it was a great play. He almost made 2 in a row. Me?
Yeah.
I had a bomb, a double.
How many errors?
Probably 5.
Yeah.
Were you upset?
I was a little mad after softball.
I figured you would be.
Yeah.
That's what I said in the booth. I was like, this is going to bother him.
That was the first time I've ever swung through a softball in my entire life. Literally, in 12-inch, 16-inch, doesn't matter. I've never swung through a softball in a game like that.
Wait, I struck you out?
You didn't strike me out.
What was
I
it?
fouled out.
Oh.
Same thing.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I can
You
pitch
struck
a little.
out.
Yeah, I knew you could.
X Factor.
Max and I were saying that. We're like, we got the better lineup, like, easily, but Dan knows how to pitch.
And you didn't even really do the steps either.
No.
Not this time. Last year you did.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I was pretty locked in. I had the strike zone pretty locked in, so I didn't want to fuck with it.
What's the health level after last week?
Not re-injured, but still, I got to figure out. I don't have time to do physical therapy, but I'm supposed to, so I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with that.
I saw Danny Conrad trucking at the plate, and I was like, oh my god,
Dude,
Big Cat's not gonna have a calf.
He doesn't fucking. He weighs.
He's a twink.
Nothing.
Yeah, he's a twink. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was him.
Yeah, I was
Till after the game. I went up to Chef Donnie. I was like, "Damn, you know that was a good play at the plate." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Who was that?" He's like, "It's Danny." Oh, okay.
That was one of the most.
Chef Donnie was not happy with his
Chef
use.
Donnie's a psycho. I love it. He's a psycho.
Wait, what happened?
He was just so mad at Max
He
the
was-
entire week.
Yeah, because like he got mad at me too, because Max was not playing him, and he was a DH and then bench for softball. He never got in volleyball,
He was so mad.
and I
He
was
doesn't know how to play.
yeah.
He doesn't know the rules. Like when he was on first base and there was a ball hit out to the outfield and it was a pop
Yeah, he
up,
got in a pickle.
just took off.
Yeah.
Well, and it was the same thing with bat. So I said like,
He's
well,
just
there's
one
a
of those
difference
guys-
between
No ball
being
sports.
in shape and being a good athlete, and he did not like that. He did not
Very
like that
mad.
comment.
Very
Yeah,
mad.
Is he a hockey guy?
he was a goalie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Chickless Cubs. He was a good goalie. Like
He's a good athlete.
He's a good athlete. Who's
Just
not,
not
he's a good athlete who's not good at sports.
I mean, him climbing the fucking rock mountain.
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a CrossFitter.
yeah. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Parkour.
yeah, yeah.
He's not gonna like this either.
He won't like
He'll
that.
be mad.
Good goalie. He's a good goalie.
Anything else to recap from there? No.
No,
Great.
Yeah.
Favorite
It's-
work week.
dude,
It is my favorite too. I
just-
look forward to it every year now.
laying out the boys laying out on the pontoon looking at stars was a nice time.
It was like 5 of us. I don't even know who we were with.
There was that
Me,
one kid,
you.
Jason, who it was dark, so I don't know if I could pick him out of the lineup, but he had like all these space facts. And
Yeah,
I was
Ed.
Jason,
1,000.
tech guy from
Yeah.
New York.
I think so. Yeah.
That guy's electric.
1,000
Yeah.
outer
That
space
guy's
facts.
electric.
Do you remember any of the outer space facts?
No,
I don't remember him either. You're kind of.
I was in the stars. I was
Yeah.
having a good time. So, yeah, it was great. It was a great trip. I yesterday. I barely moved because I just needed to recover and sleep in like my own bed. But it was. I love it up there.
I say this every time I do anything physical, but I think Saturday was the most sore I've been in a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I puked after I swam.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
In the water?
After.
Okay.
Like 10 minutes after.
Okay.
And you almost
Can't
passed
go
out
100
last year.
yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, were you on Mountain Dew? I still have. We talked about it in the booth the whole time. We have never gotten any rhyme or reason why you guys put Stephen Shea in the swim.
I
Yeah.
knew
I
this.
That was
You made them
content.
do it.
I was like, Max, this is a content thing. Like, it's all going to come down to the relay anyway. Like, we got to have Stephen Shea swim.
All right, because that's the only
And
explanation.
I put in Oldie. Oldie was actually decent, but I was like,
Oldie's actually somewhat athletic.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'll put in a funny guy. You put in a funny guy. I mean, they wouldn't have won if they had just put in anyone else. We still won that relay
Like
by
3
like
minutes.
a minute and a half.
For
So
sure.
It was like, it didn't.
Just Che, like
It was so funny.
his goal for the summer to swim 100 laps. Like
Yeah.
you could do that in a day.
But I was just like,
He's
Max,
at,
we
like,
got to do
19.
this for content.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
it's
only at
so
19?
good.
Something like
Yeah,
that. He does like two every time.
I mean,
he's in the
summer's
pool.
like
No, he's
3
not
weeks
gonna-
away from being over,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Insane. It's insane.
Technically.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I still think he's faking it, and I don't believe that any adult that has just normal mental capacity doesn't know how to swim. I don't.
There's your. You just said it.
What?
Normal mental
Yeah.
capacity.
But he's like not. Like he's not a vegetable, is what I mean. Like he
Shea,
can
though.
walk and drive, and he's not Terry Schiavo, like mashed potato brains.
Jesus.
I think that if you're an adult, you know how to swim just like by instinct. It's like a dog knowing how to bark. It's just like you know how to swim.
I mean, there's a lot of adults that don't know how to swim.
I
Just learn
don't
how
believe
to
it.
swim.
You don't need to. You flail your arms and kick and you move.
I mean, he can swim. He can do those things. He was swimming.
Yeah.
Just at his own pace.
He's just at his own pace.
Yeah.
I'm not like a great swimmer. Like the way he like you ask him like, Chad, it doesn't sound hard 100 laps. Well, I'm not like a great
Well,
swimmer.
he also is doing them without breathing.
Yeah, that was it.
So he does a lap where he doesn't put his head up. So he doesn't even do a full lap. He goes down and he gets like 3/4 of the way, comes up for air, then goes down and finishes it. Yeah.
Did you like his tweet to the guy that said if Stephen Shea works for this company, then
Yeah. He's so
then
good
I'd
at
make this
clap
company
backs.
$1 billion, and
Yeah.
Stephen Shea, eat my shorts, pal.
He's so good at it. He's like, have a great Sunday, buddy.
Oh, that would
the
infuriate
buddy, yeah,
me.
I would get angry at the buddy.
I love Che.
Yeah, you get to a point where you realize how good Shea has it.
How are the wings?
The wings are good.
Compare them, like obviously Bird's Nest.
Not better than Bird's Nest, but I think they're really good. Really good.
Okay.
For sure. Have you been to Ireland?
Yes.
Going
Yeah.
for the first time
That'll be-
Wednesday for a wedding.
Nice. Where are you going?
It's right outside Dublin.
Okay.
Anything I got to know?
Have
I've
some
been twice
pints.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I would
Small country, so you can go
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's still the population is half of what it was in the 1860s. Still, so it's like 5 million people. They love having Americans there, which is different than the rest of Europe. And they just like to sit and drink and have a good time and sing some songs. Like that's the last time I did it. We just kind of drove around, would stop in like random towns and pop in the pubs. And it was just a bunch of old guys. Just like you might never come back.
Yeah.
If you find the
Sounds
right
like an
Irish
80 kind of
pub,
place, yeah.
It
yeah,
is your type of place.
yeah.
I'm excited for the pubs.
The pubs are great.
They're great.
I've decided I am going to Lisbon, Portugal for my next trip.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Way to just stomp on Ed's trip.
This is just a wedding too. I wouldn't
You got to
take this.
I don't know how far away the wedding is from Dublin, but I would recommend having a night outside of Dublin. Dublin's great.
I think
But-
my buddy who I'm going with, his family's like from the country, so I think
Yeah, be in the country.
we'll watch some cow shit and
Good,
stuff like that.
good crack.
Yeah.
Sheep, a lot of sheep.
Yeah, for sure.
It's awesome.
So we'll see how it is. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
No,
All right. That's
All
it,
right.
everyone. No episode next week for the first episode. There will be a second episode because of Labor Day, and then we will do the official prediction episode the day of the game, Monday, before it comes out. So we will see you next week for an interview, and then we'll see you this week for an interview. So see you then.